With this next question, I hope I'm not imposing or opening up a can of worms. And I think some people who are maybe just kind of looking at things on the surface level might just answer this question as saying like, well, Anthony, it's you. It's, you know, you're the fault that this is the case. And I don't think that's the case because I review a lot of artists. I review a lot of artists and I give a lot of artists very positive reviews. But having said that, how can you guys explain or sort of go into the very weird kindred or just overlap between you guys and the Death Grips fandom? I feel like aesthetically and emotionally, as far as modern groups go and modern artists go, you couldn't imagine two groups that sonically are more diametric, but yet simultaneously just like have such a passionately overlapping fan base that desperately wants to see both of you collaborate for some reason. What can you speak, to in terms of this overlap, and will anything ever come of that overlap at some point in the future?
Well, Jamie, I feel like you have a good hand.
We haven't helped ourselves, this. We haven't helped ourselves because I've mentioned the band many times as one of my favorites.
So it's also your fault.
A little bit. And we did cover one of their songs, but it wasn't much meaning behind it. That was a theme of the tour, of covering a song of a band that was from the place we were playing.
Right.
And
we were in Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento, and there was lots of options for Sacramento, but
a surprisingly high number.
I feel like Gus you did say once on our interview quite a good explanation of why.
What the like that okay theory. There's like a technical theory around this, which is that obviously we live in a musical world where with streaming, algorithms play a large role in dictating what music you are shown. So if you like one act, you'll be shown other acts in a similar zone.
Sure.
But the problem with that system is that if you make something particularly unusual or outside of a big cultural scene or something just generally experimental, and there's not much to compare it to, there's not really an algorithm for you, except that the people that are interested in music that makes those kinds of moves are often interested in several bands that make those kinds of moves, which means that all of that stuff kind of becomes its own algorithm. And we saw this a little bit with the escape room thing. So we're actually the pioneers of the escape room genre. I mean, we invented escape room, and it was a long and difficult process, but we're very proud of this musical legacy we've created. And escape room for life, like we are true escape room diehards. And so basically the theory is that all the stuff that doesn't get caught in the algorithm is all the stuff. KKB and Death Grips are often associated together because we're the things that have washed up outside the algorithm, like the trash that gets washed up on the beach and there's no momentum to bring it back to the pasture of the deep sea. That is us and Death Grips, and I don't know, like a band like I don't know what's another good example here. Jockstrap, or I don't know, like some kind of interesting band like that, right? Where it's like, well, it's not hyper pop, it's not really straight hip hop, it's this other thing, and it almost becomes a genre into itself, which is really, really funny. Because they don't sound the same at all.
I think there's a point to that. There's also the fact that like the algorithms, especially on Spotify, are very heavily based on what other people are listening to. And if a person on Spotify or if a group of people on Spotify are listening to a third of the same stuff that you are, it may sort of throw something in front of your face just on account of, that sort of cultural similarity, which is why musically you may see overlap between people who are on Spotify and listening to music, and they may be part of like the anime community or the furry community, and they may be getting like recommendations based on things just, based on what other people in that community are sort of listening to. That even happens to me and my viewers to an extent, because sometimes people will listen to things that I've given extremely negative reviews. So when I go on Spotify and I look at the Corey Feldman page,
exactly, I was just going to say, so
you'll
Corey
get a
Feldman
Death
becomes
Grips and
related
you'll get a
artist,
Kero Kero Bonito recommendation. You know, so you got,
but maybe Corey Feldman actually kind of, I think,
not to say that there aren't similarities there. There are obviously similarities there.
No, I think. Oh, what's the album called? The Corey Feldman.
Angelic to the Core.
Angelic to the Core. Yeah, I feel like Angelic to the Core kind of is the exact midpoint between Beneath a Generation and the Powers That Be.
Yeah, it's almost like Civilization 0.5. It's
Civilization X.
Yeah, it's the precursor to the whole series in a way.
Yeah, exactly. There it is.
But yeah, even for a minute, I think I had dropped a Cal Chuchesta parody song for the same year that this came out, and for a while, and I actually felt like terrible about this. The song that I had put out, the terrible joke song that I had put out, and Childish Gambino's "This Is America" were being recommended against each other for like a short amount of time, and it's like I have no idea why, and people are just like, I'm listening to this Childish song, and it's telling me to listen to your stupid Cal track. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know why that's happening.
I don't know why you're pretending that Cal Chichester is not on the same lofty artistic level as Donald Glover.
Yeah, in terms of social commentary, yeah.
I mean, it's two visionary artists.
Thank you very much for watching this interview clip over on TND Streams. To see the full interview, click on the video link next to my head or down below, or hit up the link to subscribe to the channel or see our Patreon page to support what we do and get some extra bonus monthly content in the process. Anthony Fantano, forever.